I came out here to go swimming. It's gonna feel amazing. Lake Shasta. Water feels so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes my mind wants to talk me out of that experience of coming down and getting into the water and feeling the water and floating in it. And every time I don't do it, there's this longing in me. And every time I do it, I feel so energized and so good. And I'm so grateful that I did. Yeah, there's always somewhere to go. There's always something to do. Sometimes we just have to remember not to talk ourselves out of those things that we want to do, to dip in beneath the surface, to get into the water, to feel the water on our skin. We've got to tune in and not let ourselves think ourselves out, talk ourselves out in our head of what we know we want to do. Dive into the water, feel the water on your skin, especially that fresh coated water, like the water here at Shasta. Totally recommend it. Onward to create wings and to take flight. Feels so good to be out here in the trees, taking in the energy of the day and just grounding in and being present with Melanie, whose home I'm staying at here at Mount Shasta. She has a beautiful space. We came out here to do a little bit of movement and yoga. It's amazing and it feels good, and I'm grateful to be here. Whenever I come up here to Shasta, I always just go to the same places. Thought I'd walk up the road, and I found this. The mountain is obscured by clouds today. I am here to go to a workshop learning how to draw wings with the mountain behind me here at Sisson Meadows. It's beautiful out here. I can't believe I've never come out here and walked along this path and explored all of the beautiful things that are here. The paths you take every day, explore. Get out, walk up the road, and see what else might live there. Sometimes there's new things to be seen and experienced, like this.
Etheric wings of light. So I was, as I say, touring anchoring light for some years now, and the last few months I've just had a whole bunch of downloads, but these have been very practical downloads, and this has been how to share an evolution of some of these different overflows of teaching. What this weekend will be is sort of like a combination of me teaching you an array of my secrets, essentially, for creating this etheric sort of rainbow iridescent shimmering kind of effect. One of the things that has been really inspiring to me was well, prior to being a painter, I was doing a lot of energy work, Reiki, different modalities, and I was also getting a lot of downloads as well. I didn't really know what they even were at the beginning, and there was a lot of like this Lemurian energy, which I had no clue what these beings were when they first came through. But as I discovered painting, it made sense for me to anchor this information in a way that could be like visually expressed, essentially.
So this measures, so it's all.
So it's the same process of making wings of light.
Yeah, so then after you make this one, you'll use
This is the canvas that's been prepared so far. And of course, the crystal heart. These trees, this mountain, the sun, my heart, these wings, my breath, in loving embrace, the beauty, all of life, I am present. Yaikunaishu Akoita Ahyununikai Shunayuki Andiashui Kyonya Kyohishai It's not perfect, it's not done, yet it's important to walk away. Time to take a break from the art project and just come out and take a beautiful walk here in the sun. It is a perfect day as my wings of light do a little alchemizing in the space before another layer gets added to them. This is a new process for me to work on art in stages. I tend to be the sit down and do it all once kind of person, and this has been a process to work on it little by little, learning new things. And he continues to show up, even though this one's a little scary. Transformation. Into and through the fires of change, the conscious, intentional metamorphosis is upon you. Many times before, you found yourself thrust into the change you didn't feel ready for. Now, you're intentionally spinning your own silk thread and building your own house to transform in. What are you transforming from and to? Are you spinning silk or wrapping yourself in a leaf? Will you be a moth or a butterfly? It's painted, and this is what it looks like. Wings, wings, butterfly fly. When things aren't working out the way you want them to, ease up, come into acceptance to allow the pieces of the painting to come together the way that the painting wants to come together. It has a life of its own, and once it starts to breathe and communicate and speak, then it's important not to fight against it. The lines might be shaped differently, the colors might be different, even the pattern that you had imagined might come out differently than what you had expected. But fighting and resisting against it creates a mess. Easing into acceptance and allowing it to take shape is where the beauty lives. Addition to the beauty of making art and living life, there is also the beauty that is behind me, which is beautiful Mount Shasta. When making wings of light, no two wings are the same. There is not symmetry, there is balance in asymmetry. Being that there are no two wings that are alike, there are going to be minute, maybe even really obvious differences between each wing and any set of wings. The workshop I was in was learning how to make wings of light from with Izzy Ivy, who was teaching some of her techniques for art, and it was a really cool workshop, and she taught a really cool technique that it was really exciting to work with. As much as I wanted my wings to be perfectly symmetrical, they were not. And the wings that I had envisioned to make were very different than the wings that came out. I learned some new skills, really awesome for the artist in me to work with a paintbrush in the way that she was guiding in this workshop. And ultimately the piece of art came out pretty cool. Take a look. This is what came out of it. So the wings, the gem in the middle, that down there is where I was running into resistance problems. I wanted it to look a certain way. And ultimately, this is what it turned out to look like. It came out pretty cool. Wings of light. These are the wings that I created with Mount Shasta as the backdrop. It's never complete until the painting wraps around. So there you have it. That's the Wings of Light painting. Getting a little bit of sunlight activation on it. Now I'm seeing eyes in it.